Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of
Inside Sauce.
That's right. This episode is called Commercials, Selling Out or Sailing into Hollywood.
That's right.
We explore all things about the commercial industry as a whole. And, you know,
we're going to talk about we actually cover a lot of things. It's a little bit different than our future episodes where we have all these amazing guests on. This one is actually just you and me.
Intimate.
Very well. You know what's interesting? Look at the dynamic in how far we sit on the couches. All right. You know how long it took to get Susan comfortable enough to sit this close to me? A long time.
So that podcast,
but
you know what?
won't know that
it was
until
our first,
you watch other episodes.
It was our first podcast. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, you know, we're just getting to know each other too. So anyways, it's a fun episode, very informative, but you're right. Like, it's not us who we are today, but you'll see that progression throughout every episode, so make sure you stay tuned.
Because I can't help myself as a casting director, I've got to give you notes right now. Okay, can I give you some notes?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This is Inside Sauce Podcast, guys.
She's getting notes.
I'm getting notes.
So here's what I would say. When we do this intro right now, which you're watching for episode 1, let's maybe not try to project so much. Let's try to find a little bit more of an intimate kind of
project what?
Tone.
What am I projecting?
Yeah, there we go.
What am I projecting, though?
No, I love that.
Okay.
Whatever you...
Oh, projecting like too loud?
Yes. I'm not saying what you're trying to project like as a energy. I'm saying your energy needs to be less projected. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, guys. Welcome to episode 1 of Inside Sauce Podcast.
That's perfect. I love that. That's a fantastic adjustment. You just made an amazing adjustment.
We hope you enjoy this episode. Yep. We are a chaotic mess. We're still figuring this out. Enjoy.
Inside Sauce. Episode 1.
Are you ready to get saucy? Are you ready to get saucy? Are you ready to get saucy? Inside Sauce. How was your week this week?
Yeah, it actually was really pretty busy.
Yeah, you had some callbacks.
Oh.
I had a callback with you.
You did?
Yeah, I wanted to know why.
You didn't get it?
Yeah.
Inside sauce.
This is inside sauce. This is
I know, but it doesn't apply for you. You can't get the inside sauce.
Well,
no, you didn't. Why did you not get it? What do you remember? What role you?
Yeah, I was looking at whales.
Oh yeah. That. You know, there was just somebody who was maybe better. I don't know, because sometimes things just kind of it's in your DNA where you're for the spot, and other times it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right.
And that's
Listen,
fine.
This will be the last time Susan and I work together.
Yeah.
I think I've turned her off completely.
Our professional relationship is done. So yeah, it's been good. The industry has, I feel like, been picking up a little bit
of an uptick,
right?
Yep.
I had a good week too. I had a busy week.
You shot this week,
I did
didn't you?
shoot this week, and it was great. That we had a rehearsal, we had fittings, so I got paid for that, and also 2 shoot days. So that was great.
Wow. Did you guys go into any OT on any of those days?
No, and to be honest, like I loved it. My shoot dates were so short. I shot an hour and a half my last day, and I was in and out. That's very rare.
That's very rare.
So it was amazing.
Let's hope you make the edit.
I will make the edit.
Okay, what was it? Can you tell me?
Yeah,
you can. You can tell me what it was. You don't have to tell me. Trust me, I don't need a script breakdown.
It was American Home Shield.
Oh, they're still making spots, huh?
Yeah, with Warrentina.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so our first episode is about commercials, selling out or sailing into Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people don't want to do commercials because they feel like they're selling out.
But let me ask you that. I just totally disagree. I think that it's like, at least it's almost like the commercial industry, like at least they're honest about what it is. It's a product, you're a product.
And you might not be right for that product if you're whale watching and you don't look like a whale watcher.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You totally don't, by the way.
Yeah,
no,
that's fine.
No one sees you on a boat looking out in the ocean.
Yeah, and I have motion sickness, and I didn't tell you that anyway. So
there you go. Mm-hmm. Right? So, but it's all, even the films and TV. I mean, it's still a business, and there's still, so like to think that it's like selling out for something. It's just, I think commercials are just more honest about what they are and what they're doing.
Right.
And the other side is just, I mean, again, still amazing, but it's a business.
Right.
We're all just both businesses.
And I honestly think that there are a lot of benefits to doing commercials, and to be honest, a lot of celebrities now don't even care. They're doing it. Everyone's
doing it anyway. They're just getting
Right.
paid a lot more money than some of the, the regular folks, the
Yeah,
the
the
brown
SAG
bag and
scale.
lunch pail brown baggers.
Right.
Right? Like a brown lunch
Yeah,
bag.
brown bag lunch peelers, like me. And if you're trying to get into Hollywood, right? I just feel like it's a lot of people just start at commercials.
It's great, right? Because you can get in, if you have the right look or whatnot, and you at least can kind of find some sort of grounded presence, you could get in with like no credits.
Right.
And to be honest, there are people like yourself and other people that have a lot of credits and have been doing this for a long time. Some people have been doing it like, this is their career.
Right.
And they're really good at it. And they're really good actors.
Right.
Just for whatever reason, just didn't ascend into what?
Like
I
film
guess,
and TV or whatever.
Yeah, what people think is like that's where you got to go. But
Right.
this is an amazing arena to kind of, sharpen your chops.
With commercials, it actually, like, I'm able to, a lot of commercials are funny, and I'm able to, like, really be in a role that's funny, or like the punchline or the joke. And I love that, you know what I mean? And as opposed to maybe like, I love all the things I've booked on TV and film, but sometimes it's like, how can I show my comedic prowess as a nurse that's like, doctor, here are the medical records that you asked for. You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes I don't get to do that all the like I can't be funny as a, whatever, you know what I mean? And I have a little bit more freedom to be really who I am and be funny in these commercials. So I really love that, having that outlet. And yes, like, it's a great way to learn, I
mean, they do work in concert with each other. You use the same muscles in both, commercials and in film as an actor.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're just, same toolbox.
Right.
Just, different tool.
Yeah.
For whatever sort of medium you're in, commercials versus the theatrical stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a salad at all. I think I would almost say you really should start here.
Right. Because it does really teach you a lot of things, like what's my sight line, and we'll get to all those details later.
Yeah,
and
memorizing your lines and hitting marks while other stuff is all going on and moving. It's like you've got
listening to directors. You know what I mean?
It's all moving so fast, and it's kind of like I remember like it was a thing. Like I did at one point try to come out here and be an actor. This was like in the late or mid 90s, but it was almost like they said that soaps were really good as a good training because like you had to learn so much copy, and you had to shoot so much so quickly, and it really helped you focus that technical, tool, right, that you need.
Yeah.
But I would say that with commercials.
Yeah, I mean, again, it helps. It doesn't hurt.
No.
Unless you're like,
and to say that you're sort of, well, yes, no, Flo is she's so happy.
It doesn't hurt unless you're like a spokesperson that'll prevent you from, maybe you're so recognizable that maybe they won't want to.
Oh well, yeah.
You
That
in,
I
like,
mean, I have thoughts. I have thoughts on that. I mean,
but we'll talk about that in another episode.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's rich, so who cares? At the end of the day.
Well, yeah. Again, provided she's happy, you know what I mean? She's,
right.
And she's digging it and being fulfilled. Because I still think you have to find fulfillment,
right,
in what you do, And I think if you, I don't know. I just don't buy the whole selling out thing. I think
that's a myth. We just debunked that myth.
I think we did. I think it started, whoever the ground zero New York actor from the 70s who came out here, right? It's probably Hoffman, probably Pacino, one of those hacks,
right?
That kind of, came out and was like, oh, it's a sellout if you do commercials. And it's like, that's not true.
No.
Right? That's not true. Al,
come on now.
Come on.
We saw you in that Nespresso commercial.
That's right.
Yeah. In Japan. Sometimes they'll go overseas so that the US
that's right. So they hide from here.
Exactly.
That's right. But they are going overseas. They're in commercials. They're all
in
doing
commercials.
It.
Everyone's doing it. It's a business about selling yourself. Come on now.
That's right.
And like you said, like it is a easy way to get, not easy, but it's a easier way to get into Hollywood and be seen, because you don't need credits. You can come to Hollywood. You can just get like a non-union agent, and sometimes they just like will book like rep you because of your look.
But you know what it is also? It's a pretty kind of cut and dry. Like if you do A and then do B and then do C, there's a really, really good chance that you'll at least start to get, auditions with some frequency. And with that comes callbacks. With that comes avails. With that comes bookings. With the bookings comes confidence, experience.
That's right.
And then with that comes like, okay, hey, let me write my own TV show, or maybe I don't know. It just
let me start in an
I'm just
HBO
saying
series. Right. It all starts from starting at non-union commercials.
Right, because you also meet people in the community at a younger age, and you guys kind of come up together.
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of my close friends are friends that I've met on set, you know what I mean? And so it's to be honest, I love it. I love how fast it moves. Okay. I have ADD.
I love
need to get in and
that.
out. Okay. Yeah. A 5-minute audition. I'm in and out. And then, shoot for an hour and a half. Boom. I can make,
hold on. They're not an hour and a half. They're
shoots.
They're not all that glamorous. And there is some real shit out there.
But there's some pros to it as well.
Yes, there's a lot of pros. But there are some cons.
Like, here we go. This is where we get into the inside sauce.
Well, I mean, listen, you have sometimes you run into, and you can
you don't get availed for a commercial with the director you've worked with,
I'm
and
also
a casting director that you're working on a podcast with, and you're like, what happened there?
You just weren't on that day.
I weren't on that day.
You can't dwell on it. That's another thing. You can't dwell on these things.
You know what? That's why I love it's a fast-paced industry. You just got to get in and get out and don't think about it.
That's right. You got to walk out that door and actually forget that you just auditioned.
Yeah, and then move on to the next, because the next one's coming right around the corner, right?
Now let me know when you
auditioning for next week. Huh?
I'm sorry, I don't think I have anything available for you.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No hot
Wait a second. Are you using this as a way for me to get an uptick in your numbers?
What? Why else would I be here?
Somehow that hurts a little bit. It stings a little bit. No, I know.
Anyways, so yes, there are some there's definitely some pros.
Well, I think I feel like when I first got into this and running sessions and whatnot, it was kind of in a weird way. So first off, casting. Sorry, get into a little bit of I don't know how inside this is, but casting used to, like Mad Men, right, come from the agency.
Yeah.
Right? And at some point in the 80s, I think late 80s, they started to outsource it, right, to consultants like myself. I'm kind of a consultant, right? And at that time, directors had full, you didn't mess with the director's choices, and et cetera, right? And it's actually like that currently today over in Europe. It feels like the directors tend to kind of be the ones to pick.
Yeah.
But then it just, the industry's changed, to the point where you can work with, I guess I'm saying that the negative stuff, sometimes you do work with people that, really don't care
about the actors.
About the actors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've had shitty auditions. With the directors are so rude.
No, it's not only
yours.
It's not only directors. But it could be anybody on set.
Right.
The experience on set maybe is not the
best.
Most awesome,
sometimes, and that happens honestly in any industry as well. There's sucky people.
That's right.
And also, yes, in the auditioning is not for the faint of heart. It's it's hard to have constant rejection all the time, and you do get that a lot in commercials. But there are also
But I think there's a way to approach it though that can be helpful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, it's all info. I kind of think that information, right? Like we were saying, giving all the insights into the commercial scene, right. I think information about how the process works can help your frame of mind,
right.
When you're in the room or you're waiting for the avail or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think, don't they say 10,000 hours or whatever to become a pro or something? And I think constantly going in there, constantly auditioning, getting your nose, thinking about maybe what I didn't do right there. Also, constant rejection creates a thicker skin, which I think we kind of need in this industry. So I think all the cons are there, but I think it helps build you to be a stronger.
I don't know. Maybe they're not cons.
Oh, sure.
Maybe they're just opportunities, right? To sort of learn right? What maybe you could do differently or
Right.
something. So it's not a con when you get rejected, or
Right.
you know, maybe it's not.
It's a learning opportunity.
It is a learning opportunity.
And so we're just taking all as learning opportunities. You know, one thing that I think is a great aspect about commercials is that we're talking about how it's so fast, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like fast, good money, right?
Yeah. Yes and no. Again, the industry is changing.
Yeah.
Which I think is also important for new people that are coming into the industry.
Yeah.
To understand if you know, kind of the way it's kind of changing or has changed.
Right.
You know, maybe that gives some insight as to like where it's going, where it's going to land.
Right.
You know, but yes, it can be if you get
lucrative.
It can be lucrative. It's like back in the day, you used to be able to book, you know, 2-3 nationals, and it would be like, you know, 6 figures, easy.
Each?
They could have been, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard you could buy houses off of one commercial.
Right, because, you know, they only had the NBC, the CBS, the ABC,
right,
the Fox.
the
like
linear.
that's where they aired. It wasn't so much running internet, and there wasn't as much cable, and it was
Streaming.
just straight up.
Right,
you know.
right.
So that's changed.
Yes, back in the day, you used to, I heard, make like $150,000 per commercial.
I mean, I don't know that.
I heard
maybe that's a little
Eric
like
Stone Street or Bobby Lee. They told me that they told me.
no. Okay,
I heard.
If you're talking about Eric Stone
Yeah,
Street,
yeah.
you're talking about his FedEx stuff that he did.
No, but I think Bobby Lee or one of them, they had talked in a podcast that they made like $150K off one IBM commercial.
Oh, by the way, yes, no, that's right. It was IBM. It wasn't
Okay.
FedEx. It was IBM.
Is that Stone Street?
That was Stone Street.
Uh-huh.
That was Joe Pitka that initially directed those. It was a while ago.
Uh-huh.
By the way, fun fact: Stone Street, right?
Yeah.
Used to, commercial actor, just like you or anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, and then he just puts in his time, hones his craft, cuts his teeth here commercially, and then there you go, Modern Family.
Boom.
And also,
Yes.
Eric Stone Street was my improv coach. I was on an improv team that opened up IO West.
Uh-huh.
When it first opened up here, we were the first team at
Yeah,
IO
yeah,
West,
yeah.
and Stone Street was our coach.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you know him.
Yeah.
Have you brought him in?
Well, no, not currently. He doesn't come in and audition.
Well, I mean before. Oh wait. He probably stopped when you started
He stopped. Before I opened up RMB.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it was just before.
Yeah.
But on that, the IBM commercials, they shot 10 of them in the
snaps.
initial batch,
Uh-huh.
and then they ran the shit out of them, and he
So
made a
he's
lot
making
of money.
like that much off of one or total, you think?
On specifically the IBMs, I feel like he could have easily made. I don't want to talk
$1 million?
about not $1 million, but maybe like $250,000, which is that's not so bad.
Amazing. That's crazy. I mean,
and he was a great commercial actor and a commercial auditioner. He was great.
oh really?
Yes.
What made him so great?
I
You love him. I said Stone Street, and all of a sudden your eyes just lit
No.
up.
Well, Eric's he's such a.
You love him.
I don't love. Well,
You're
maybe I do.
obsessed.
Maybe I do love him.
You're in love with him.
I should tell him the next time I see him.
Yeah.
He there's a Mexican restaurant very close to my house that he goes to all the time.
Oh, nice. Don't say
I
it.
run into him there.
Oh, and then
and we
does he
talk,
run-
we
Oh,
chat,
that's great.
reminisce a little bit, maybe next time I will tell him I love him.
What about we have him on the podcast?
I don't know.
We'll
maybe
see.
maybe
He
we'll
might
see.
be busy.
Who
He's a big deal now.
He's pretty busy.
But yes.
What did he do? You know what it was? I think he took care of his shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He came in, he already knew he had a sense of what it's script breakdown, just like anything else. But he had a sense of like what his POV was going to be, and he had confidence, and he would do what he would just come in and he would do what he did, and he wouldn't sort of judge himself and did it, and he kind of walked out and forgot that he was in the room, and he would go on and do the next thing.
That's what makes him so successful.
Now, whether or not that was his actual internal monologue and psyche, I don't know, but that's certainly the energy that he gave out.
Mm-hmm.
And people were drawn to that, right? You get him in a callback, and
They love him.
It's just people sitting across from you in a callback. There's nothing fancy about who it is. They're just human beings,
Right.
And they need something.
You're talking about like the agency clients that are sitting across from us in the audition room.
Like, what are you nervous about, right?
I mean, come on, you say that, but it is nerve-wracking.
It is, but if you were able to somehow, I mean, that's like anything, right? If you can figure out how to, I don't know, calm those nerves.
Calm those nerves, and you'll make $1 million. I'm telling you.
Commercials, they can be.
They can be
lucrative.
Yes, it's definitely changed. But I mean, even in the past couple of years, there have been commercials where I've made over 6 figures. So, sometimes you get that one high paying. Usually, it's like a insurance company, Progressive, Geico. Those pay pretty well.
Those do pay pretty well.
And yes.
Yeah.
State Farm.
Yes.
I made 6 figures on my State Farm commercial.
I would say though, yes, those are anomalies,
Very
right?
few.
Because the reality of the landscape, right? Because these commercials, they are ad agencies. They buy this time, right?
Yes,
they buy
that's right.
the time. Where do they want to run it? And they want to run their spots now in areas where they're getting the most eyeballs. And that right now is the internet.
Social media.
Right? Social media.
YouTube. Every time you say internet, it
dates me a bit.
Yeah, I'm like,
wait, people don't refer to it as the internet?
I don't think so.
Your generation and younger?
Well, it's like like you say streaming or like digital. Like maybe more of a digital.
Yeah, it's on the internet.
Okay, that's fine. We're trying to hit a broad audience with this. Maybe older. There's got to
be an older audience
like,
out there.
I do watch on the internet.
Listen, some of the things that you guys are changing the vernacular of, I don't like it. Okay. I don't approve.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Like I just learned
Bet.
Yes, and also here's another one: drip.
What does that use? I mean, I'm not.
That has to do with style.
Oh, right.
Or more commonly, an STD.
Oh,
right.
What?
Yeah.
STD is
so
drip.
Kids that are all running around saying you got drip. Anyways,
are you talking about my fashion or the rash down
that's
there?
Right.
Exactly.
That's right. So they're messing it up. Anyhow,
yes.
The internet.
But yes, everything is shifting over to like social media. YouTube is probably one of the largest media platforms right now with the biggest amount of eyeballs. And yeah, you don't get paid out as much on YouTube. We get paid out as actors, if we're talking SAG, on linear TV, which is like, ABC, NBC, CBS, and also cable.
Yep.
And they're just kind of like not using those as much.
No, it's the really only those big spots you're talking about that you make the money. It's really, well, and thankfully, I guess for sports,
right?
They happen year round, right?
Yeah.
But that's kind of when they're going to run now on those big networks, because even like network TV, has changed, and it's not the same,
ratings.
Right? So you're not getting,
I think,
the big ads that run during the,
in the past, like every year, the top 100 programs on linear TV, it's like 95% of it is sports content.
Yep.
So, they want sports because that's where the eyeballs are.
Yep.
But a lot of these streaming networks and platforms are buying up the sports rights for huge amounts of money. So it's going to continuously shift. So we need to make sure we get.
Well, and that's just where, like, again, probably get into this, but the union, like the Screen Actors Guild, in terms of them, they got to be on top of this and figure out, because these are where the eyeballs are. This is where everything's going to run. You got to get those rates up.
We're trying.
I personally think, just as my opinion, okay?
Okay.
I think they should give up or give away or lessen some of the network earnings. Yeah. Right? Give up some of that.
Do we have to give it up, or can we just keep it?
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can, because
this is a whole other conversation.
It is,
getting into the SAG contract.
Historically,
we can go. We got to get some SAG folks in here, and we can talk about it ad nauseam.
Okay, great, because I think that's got to.
Yes, definitely. We definitely need more for the internet. Okay, anything that's running an internet, we need more.
Yes. And then you got non-union that's come into play.
Non-union, and let me tell you, we're not. This is not a episode about. I mean, we are talking about pay. I guess it is lucrative, but on union too.
Well, no, that's not lucrative. That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing, though. My friend recently said there was a non-union commercial that was paying $35,000, and I was like, "What? That is more than SAG rates." Sometimes.
Well, what they don't know, what your actor friend does not know.
Yes. Tell me the inside sauce.
Well, no,
of that.
right off the bat, they don't know all the things that
Right,
are being
we don't
given
know.
up for that. in terms of,
35K.
like,
What? What's the usage?
What's the usage? Where is it running? What are you not allowed? What are
Worldwide?
you not allowed to book an audition for if you take this?
Right. Is it in perpetuity so that when you're 100 years old, they're still running your ad in
Is it for 2
Mars?
years? So that's a thing.
Exactly.
You guys, the
Right.
actor doesn't. You guys don't know all this stuff. You're not really given all this stuff.
Right.
You know,
Especially in non-union,
especially non-union.
they will take advantage sometimes because the actors maybe are not as aware. Like when I was doing non-union when I first started out, they would say in perpetuity, and I would cross that out, and I'd be like, no, 2 years usage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Well-
perpetuity means like forever. I mean, I guess most people know, but I didn't.
See, you have to take ownership, right? And you have to take control of. I mean, you can rely on your agent, I suppose, but in this level that we're in right now, like you guys got to just, you got to run yourself.
We got to run our business.
Yeah, and you got to be. You don't.
We
have
gotta know
You don't
these
have
things.
people. You
I don't have my legal.
I mean, you have. Yes, you have your and you have a great agent.
Amazing. Love you.
But
Again.
you have to take care of it, understand it.
Yes,
Because,
you're always saying actors need to. This is our business. We need to be aware of everything. We need to be smart business folks.
I listen. I don't fault non-union. I mean, I get it. I mean,
Yeah, a lot of people who are starting out, because to get into the union, you need to do union projects, which is hard if you're non-union. So you have to get Taft-Hartley. It's a whole thing. We'll have a whole other episode about that. But a non-union is the way a lot of people do start and get into this industry,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So no one's knocking that. It's kind of part of the.
well, no. But what I was also going to say is, it's understanding the landscape of the industry. So you could say, okay, corporations, they're so wealthy, they all have a ton of money.
Yeah.
But ultimately, there are budgets there. There are budgets that are shrinking
Right.
for the production companies
Right.
that want to make the commercials, or for the ad agencies that hold the account
Right.
for the clients, right? Like they're responsible for coming up with their marketing campaign. They're getting less money. Like,
Right.
so and
Trickle down.
Yeah. So it's sometimes like non-union that comes about because people just want to make a higher, stock price.
Oh, you mean for corporate?
Not only that, but I'm saying at the end of the day, the corporations, their
They just
goal is
want
to
more
make money.
higher profit, reduce costs.
And that's their goal.
Right.
And
that's a whole other thing too.
Yes.
And that also goes into the quality of the ads, and so it's like, yeah, you're gonna whatever. If you want high quality product, like some of your directors
That's right.
will only do SAG commercials because they want to make sure they're working with high caliber talent.
listen, there is no debate that the union talent is stronger.
Yeah.
Certainly in the commercial world, because there is let's just say a 90-10 ratio of comedic versus non-comedic type spots,
Right,
like
right.
lifestyle or anthem type spots or whatever it is. Most of it's comedy, or
Yeah.
in some capacity, a little humor.
Right.
So, it's like,
We need good talent, comedic
'cause
talent for that.
comedy's hard,
Comedy is hard.
right? What is
Yeah.
it? Dying is easy, but comedy's hard. That's the expression.
Drama.
No.
What? I don't know.
Com-
It must be an old person.
Dying
thing.
is easy. Dying is easy.
Comedy's
Comedy
hard.
is hard.
Okay. Also, what I love about commercials, right?
Yeah.
It's talking about some of your, the directors or whatnot, is like, it's a great opportunity to work with some legit ass directors.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
it's so true. It's, I can't name the spot or the director because it's still active.
Oh.
But I'm currently doing a spot, with a basic, standard product.
Yeah.
And it's an A-list director that is
Amazing.
doing a lot of stuff right now. It is a great.
Did I go for that?
No, but
Oh.
you didn't really fit anything.
Okay.
You don't fit actors. You
Anything.
don't fit
Oh.
everything.
Okay.
You don't fit everything. But like in this spot,
Agree to disagree.
you know, it's a day to also just be on set and work with a director that is also working with the Meryl Streeps and the you know, the Matt Damons and the, you know, the Leonardo DiCaprios.
Yeah.
Right? Because they
all
do
of those
shoot
directors
ads.
are also doing commercials because they
Yeah.
also realize, hey, this is a lucrative business and it's really quick and easy money.
So when I was still acting,
Yeah.
I had booked some promos for the Sci-Fi Channel, and those promos were directed by Craig Gillespie,
Amazing.
who's great, right? And at the time,
Lars and the Real Girl.
that's right. But at the time,
Tanya. Sorry, go on.
yeah, I know exactly, right? But at the time, he hadn't done those. He was still not
And up
still,
and
but
coming?
it's hard to say up and coming because he had been
Nobody.
doing commercials for a while. No, he had been doing commercials. Susan.
Yes. I'm just trying to help you out.
No, I'm just poor Craig. If it came from,
yes.
if it came from you, he'd be
think?
like, you know,
Never casting her.
That's right.
And he's never has. So that's why I'm.
No, but so he was just very well known, a commercial director.
Yeah.
Super, you know, doing a lot of good, funny comedy spots in the commercial world.
Right.
He had, I think he was an ad agency creative prior to that. Yeah, came from that. Directing commercials, and then from that, now we all, you know, we know Craig in terms. So anyway, I booked these sci-fi promos.
Yeah.
Craig was the director, and then I had the other actor because it was like a buddy thing. He and I.
Two aliens.
Huh?
Two aliens.
Actually,
Yes.
Yeah, somebody does turn into an alien.
I knew it.
Yeah, and there were some funky effects, some good practical effects.
Fun.
Yeah. But from that, from those spots that Craig directed, which, you know, he got this, we got to work with Craig. This other actor, this guy named Evan, he got cast from those spots. The Farrelly brothers cast him in a movie with Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon. And it was directly as a result of what they saw.
They saw
in
that
in
spot?
those promos. It was like a series of like 4 or 5 promos. And they were like, and because he was like, where did you guys? They were like, yeah, we saw these promos. We thought you were great.
Amazing.
I didn't get the same offer.
I was gonna say, what happened to you? They were like,
well, here I am.
Casting.
Yeah. But so in that sense,
it's a great opportunity to be seen, not only from the amazing directors that are directing the commercials, but also be seen on TV because these commercials run all the time. Be seen by other people, other directors, other people in the industry. You know what I mean?
And that can go towards anything. It doesn't have to be commercials. It could be anything. You just never know
who's watching,
or, you know, who's going to end up being who.
Yeah.
You know, the PA one day is the EP the next day, or.
And I will tell you, the crew on a lot of these commercial productions, they're legit. They're also like legit. No, they work on so many amazing movies.
They're all film as well. My brother-in-law is he's a grip, and he'll work. They like working the crew. They like commercials are a little bit more lucrative.
Yeah,
from
that's
like
why
a
we're
day
doing
rate
it.
standpoint for them. Even film and TV are great because of how long they go on. But yeah, he works commercials with like his crew, or like, you know, the key grip and all that stuff.
Right.
And they also work major features. So
exactly.
You know,
I worked on a couple of commercials with Hoyte van Hoyteman, the DP. He won an Oscar for Oppenheimer, and that's pretty cool.
That's right.
Yeah, and I just recently worked with him too on a Geico spot, and I was like, "Hoyte, remember me before you won your Oscar?"
No, that's right though. I mean, the cinematographers you get to work with, are, you know, some of the same that you just said that were the cinematographers on, you know, Oppenheimer, or you know, Spielberg, Janis, his Spielberg cinematographer. He does a lot of commercials.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does Spielberg do commercials? No, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he thinks it's selling out. or sailing into Hollywood.
Good one, Susan. That's a great.
That was a better transition.
Was it?
Look, it's a learning opportunity.
You are getting better.
And I am getting better. Yeah. And we'll continuously get better throughout this whole thing. But I was going to say, like, I had done a Booking.com commercial a long time ago with Jared Hess, who did
Napoleon
Dynamite, Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool, and that was a really funny commercial. So just having those opportunities to work with these directors is great. And even when I always look at who the directors are, and Gordon Speck, they did Blades of Glory,
Speck Gordon.
Oh shit!
Don't they go by Speck Gordon?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
Probably right. That's why I didn't.
They're never gonna work with you again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so scary.
Up. But that's why, it's kind of good to know when you're auditioning too, like, oh, who is this director? What have they done, to kind of understand their comedic sensibility a little bit. And I had a lot of fun in that callback, and I was improvising a lot because I know that they're comedy directors and they would probably appreciate that, especially if they're doing comedic movies. They do a lot of improv in that, and I got availed, so I was like, okay, great. Like, I didn't book it, and that's fine. It's probably because I called them Gordon Speck. But you know what I mean? It's just good exposure because you never know, like, if they're ever casting like hot Asian girl next time, they might be like, hey, that's Susan Song. Not a whale watcher, but
you still can take your shoes off and your socks off.
And then
it could just be a shoeless.
Only. Should we just put this podcast on OnlyFans? They have like an entertainment production, or they have like a comedy line now. I mean, Gap is doing and has this entertainment production. They're trying to get into production too.
Oh, really?
And by the way, I want to be cast in a Gap commercial where they're dancing. So if you're ever casting that, please. I just want to be in a commercial where we're dancing.
Yeah, but are you a good dancer?
Yes, I am.
How good of a dancer? Don't lie. Are you an advanced professional dancer?
Well,
you are?
My body can only do so much.
No, I'm sorry. That's not the question. The question is, are you an advanced professional dancer?
What is your definition of advanced professional dancer?
Somebody
like someone who's dancing for Beyonce?
No, yes, exactly. That's
okay,
exactly.
Let me tell you. I'm the dancer where it's like office setting, right? And then all of a sudden this product gets brought in. It's like spotlight, and then the music turns fun and funky, and then it's like a lame office worker starting to dance and do hip hop dance.
I get it. And know what I hate about that is that when I put out something in a schedule and says I need advanced professional dancers,
I'll come in.
I get people like you that show up and go, I'm advanced. What do you mean by it? I mean,
okay, I used to be. Okay, let me tell you
Beyonce.
something.
Yes, you tell me. Yeah,
I was in a hip hop dance team in college.
Oh, okay, great.
I was in high school, middle school. I was in the color guard. And
where you, color guard? Isn't that like
rifles and shit? That's right, and flags.
That's
so I'm very
dancing.
talented. Okay, it's not
like rhythmic gymnastics.
I can do it all. Color guard is also like dance. Okay, calm down.
What? Sorry, do that again in slow motion.
No, is my button popping?
No, it's not popping. But again, if it does pop, we know where to put this.
Yeah, OnlyFans. So yeah, I would consider myself an intermediate.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna cast advanced dancers, then go to the dance agencies. You don't need to be doing a mass to the comedy folks at DPN. Yeah.
Then don't show up. Take some initiative, Susan, and look at the role and say, oh my God, you know what? I am not the professional dancer that Ryan is looking for. Maybe I should respectfully, take some control of my life. I'm going to take
every opportunity I can get. That's what we got to do. It's a numbers game.
Because you lied to your agent.
Yeah, I put on LA casting, advanced dancer, jazz, ballet, point, all of it. Anyways, book me in a Gap commercial.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But what I did want to say was on what you were saying about Speck Gordon or any of these other directors that are ultimately doing films as well. Yeah. They will sometimes reach into that well if people they met on a commercial set and there'll be a small part in a movie. I mean, and also the funny thing is if you look at the movies, all the shows, all the movies, and not the celebrities that are in these movies, most of the other people that are all in these movies, they're all in our commercial world. They're all great actors.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't mean, you don't have to like choose one over the other.
Exactly.
We're
doing it all. We're hustling.
Connected. We are hustling.
We're dancers. We're actors. You know what I mean?
Well, not dancers if you say you're a dancer. Now I know, though. Now I know that you'll just lie to my face.
So now you'll see that with this podcast. We're going to have so much fun dialogue. It's just going to be great. We're getting the inside sauce, the inside arguments, the inside disagreements.
We're going to get the inside scoop on Susan's real dancing ability.
Right. We're going to...
I think we should do an episode where we have a dance-off and we put on some music. And
we'll do that, and that'll be the Patreon episode that goes on OnlyFans. And who can dance best with all this sauce all over their bodies?
I'm starting to feel like now I've seen this move like 3 times, and I feel like that might be the go-to only move that you.
Well, it's just because I have like one hand. What am I supposed to do? I'm trying not to move so we can get good audio. There's a lot of things that we have to think about. You know, they're like, don't talk too close to the mic. You're too loud. This is falling. Look at this.
The funny thing is, I hear none of those voices, and so
they're in my head.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I'm a neurotic.
Yeah.
He knows. That's how he branded me. Anyways, that was our first episode. And I feel like we covered a lot of great topics.
I feel like we did, actually.
Yeah, like we talk about, it's not about selling out in commercials. It's a great opportunity to learn, learn about the industry by being on set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Working and becoming friends and working with, like literally it's an opportunity. When I'm on set, I'm talking to the sound guy. I'm saying, I'm starting a podcast. What kind of mic should I get? And he said, get these ones. And I'm like, bet. I said, bet. And I got them. Period. Right.
Bet.
And then he's the Shure SM58. And then, you know, and we're just
What was
learning.
that? You just did the 6.7.
Yes,
on the
I did.
58.
But I did to the 58.
Okay.
But just in case we got some Gen A, whatever. You know, and also it's just a great way to make money. And here's the thing, even if you're not making, because yes, the industry is not what it was before, but you know what? It's a great way to make health insurance because it's like, you know, book a couple of commercials and you get your SAG health care, and that's great.
Look, let me be honest though. Because there is the reality that it's not all super rosy.
Yeah, of course.
It can be. You are very fortunate. But no, it's true. There are a lot of actors out there that are not, and right, it's kind of like, okay.
Right.
I don't know, maybe.
Right.
Right.
But here's the thing. That's kind of, yes, of course. I'm so sorry. It's not always so glamorous or easy, right? We're just letting you guys know that the opportunity is there too. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to help you guys figure out and navigate this industry and give you the inside sauce so that you can hopefully have a thriving career. We can't guarantee $1 million until we clarify with legal.
It's like people who say they'll say like, I'll get approached and somebody, oh, hey, thank you so much for booking me on, you know, this commercial.
Yeah.
And I don't know. This may sound pretentious, but I'm like,
we wouldn't expect anything less from you.
I didn't do it for you. Like, I gave you an opportunity, or I provided an opportunity, and you ultimately
booked it.
You're right. It's not me. I mean, that's the thing, is like getting to that space where it's understanding that it's ultimately
on us as actors. It's our business.
And you're the ones that are booking it.
But it is an opportunity. You know what I mean? Well, you're calling us in. Like, I was so grateful when you're, like, to Ross Lacey, I had health insurance again. Big part of actors just want health insurance because he booked me on one thing that was able to get me on. And like, I think I only had booked one that year. And so I was so thankful in my mind to Ross Lacey for that opportunity, you know, just to have healthcare, which is, you guys don't even realize like how I know you don't think it's a big deal, but, and I know it's on us as actors, but it you know, even with you recently, like there was a couple years where I was only solely booking with you. And so Snickers helped me get insurance that year too. So I'm always like, oh, I'm so thankful, you know, that Ryan brought me in for that or whatever, you know, and yes, it's ultimately on me to book it, you know what I mean? But you're also helping provide the opportunities.
Yeah, but also, I mean, again, this is, you know, not turning into like, oh, you're so amazing too, I love you. But the reality is we all kind of work together, right? So yeah, you can say thanks to me, but also, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, like you and the other actors, like comedy actors or actors that come in and do a great job, it's like, okay, like you make also me look good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Well, you know,
apparently not all the time. Nothing.
Yeah.
But good actors, make you, the casting directors, look good.
Well, also, yeah, that's
like Eric Stone Street.
Well, yeah, but because that's it's not like we want. No, you don't want somebody to fail.
Of course.
When they come in,
Yeah.
I want everybody that walks in that door, and I kind of believe that everybody that walks in, like they're going to be successful. I want them to be successful,
Right.
Because that ultimately, you know, is something that we can show to the directors and say, look at all these amazing, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so if it's a session of people that don't do a good job and nail it, I mean, that is, they kind of looked at me and were like,
What the hell?
What were you thinking?
Right. So this is what I love. It's like, it's a team effort,
Yeah.
right? we work together. And I think that's why it's great that this podcast, we're able to have an actor and a casting director, because we can kind of like, it's
finish
kind of
each other's sentences.
Exactly. And also
complete each other's thoughts.
And show each other's
feet.
That's right.
Hey, thanks for listening to Inside Sauce.
Don't forget, you guys can subscribe to us on YouTube or any listening platform of your choice. And if you like,
smash that like button.
Smash it.
Smash it.
And if you liked what you heard, maybe leave us a 5-star review.
No 4 stars, please.
And if you didn't like what you heard, then just keep it to yourself and don't do anything.
Listen,
publicly.
if you want to, for the latest updates about our podcast, follow us on Instagram at Inside Sauce Podcast.
That's right. Or email us at insidesaucepodcast@gmail.com or visit our website, insidesaucepodcast.com. Stay saucy.